In Season 3 of Star Wars The Clone Wars, the characters in the show went through a redesign similar to what just recently happened with Star Wars Rebels. This was done to add some new flavor into the story and begin to make the characters look more like their Revenge of the Sith designs. It was during this design change that it was revealed Ahsoka had received a second lightsaber much shorter than her original weapon. In the show, it is never discussed how she came into possession of a second lightsaber and the reasoning behind integrating a second weapon into her lightsaber combat. So what is the backstory behind this mysterious lightsaber, and more importantly, why Ahsoka chose to use it? For starters, the weapon is referred to as a lightsaber shoto, meaning the blade was significantly shorter than a normal lightsaber blade. In most cases, this was meant to be used as a defensive weapon or one to use to quickly jab and cut. Originally, it was never Ahsoka's idea to adopt another lightsaber. The weapon was gifted to her by her master Anakin Skywalker, who recommended she use it as he thought it would suit her well in battle. Anakin made the weapon using the mindset of a warrior, and seeing his apprentice in constant peril determined she would pose quite the threat with the addition of a new blade. The lightsaber was crafted to aid in Ahsoka's blast deflection, as occasionally she would have to deal with blaster fire while simultaneously participating in a duel. Ahsoka was a user of Form 4 lightsaber combat, Ataru, being a very aggressive and acrobatic fighter. She chose this because of her size, and this suited her well due to the acrobatic nature of the form. In a lot of cases, Ahsoka would outright dodge attacks as opposed to blocking them with her lightsaber. Anakin realized this and suggested she take her training to the next level by using a variant of Ataru by adopting a second blade to use in battle. With this second blade, Ahsoka's defenses were vastly improved, as it also brought the speed of her strikes to their absolute peak, as she could launch an assault with 2 avenues of attack as opposed to just 1. This was done because Anakin felt his student was ready for the next step, nudging her in a direction he believed would be beneficial. Anakin also likely pushed Ahsoka to do so because the Jedi were currently in an extremely long conflict where a Jedi as well as their own weapon needed to be the best suited for combat rather than times gone by when lightsabers were more used for ceremonial purposes as opposed to active combat. Because of this, Anakin believed by Ahsoka claiming a second weapon, she could advance her already impressive skills and knowledge of Ataru. This more advanced variant of Ataru was known as Jar-Kai dual blade fencing and kept the same basic principles of the fast-paced aggressive acrobatics, only this time with more options due to another blade being present. The second lightsaber also helped with Ahsoka's somewhat spotty blast deflection, as Ataru does not favor it, and the second blade helped her a great deal. As far as the color of the blade, this is unknown, as it is a much lighter green than Ahsoka's original weapon. If Ahsoka did indeed imbue the crystal of the lightsaber herself, it could have pointed to her beginning to take a more neutral stance in the Force, eventually fully becoming so after leaving the Jedi Order. So that is how and why Ahsoka received a second lightsaber. So tell me down below, what do you think? Do you like Ahsoka with 2 lightsabers, or do you prefer her with 1? Also, why do you think her second blade is a much lighter green than her original? Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, maybe consider subscribing to ensure you stay up to date on everything Star Wars related. If you have any lore topics or questions you want answered, do not hesitate to tweet them at me at StupendousWave on Twitter or leave a comment and I will try my best to answer or make a full video dedicated to your topic. Thanks again for watching, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.